Hello and welcome to NewsX Auto. My name is Shiraz and as you can see I've got the new Kia Sonet. Is it really new? See, you would already know by now thanks to the innumerable walk around videos at the launch that this is not an all new car. This is essentially a facelift that gets a few changes on the outside, a few changes on the inside, and you already know what those changes are. And of course the inclusion of the all important ADAS level 1. So I would not get into that. I would give you at least one piece of information that no one has given you yet, and in all probability no other reviewer would be able to give you that information. And of course I will give you the essentials as well. But I will have to sit in the car now because I guess you are able to see that it's raining and the intensity is increasing. Okay, it has been raining in Bhopal for the last a week, and you can see that we are making this video in rain, so we have to protect the camera, we have to protect the mic. So let's get inside the car and tell you all about it. So first, the essentials. See, there are no changes to the engines, to the gearboxes, and there are no changes to the combos, the engine gearbox combos that you used to get. Okay, however, with this one you would be able to get the diesel manual. It's not available right now, and in fact no one has driven it. We would be driving it in the near future as and when Kia introduces that variant, that model in in the press fleet. Right now we are driving the DCT, okay, the turbo DCT. In fact, I had driven the diesel automatic, the turbo petrol IMT, okay, same engine but with the IMT gearbox. I'll put the links in the description below. I hadn't driven the DCT, so yes, I'll devote a couple of lines to this engine gearbox combo as well. You already know that this is a fantastic performer. Okay, there is ample performance, and it also gets drive modes which you do not get in the IMT. All right, so in sport mode, okay, what it essentially does, it raises the RPM, so you're always in the meat of the power band. Okay, the throttle response is instant and it becomes a very enjoyable car to drive. All right, so if you like performance, this is the engine gearbox combo that you should be getting. At the same time, even IMT is not a slouch. It has the same engine, okay, and if you want to shift gears manually, you can actually get that. Now I so wish Kia gave a proper 6-speed manual with a clutch pedal with this engine, and this would be a hoot to drive. It still is, but see, I've said it in my other videos as well that dual clutch gearboxes are not the best gearboxes for our traffic conditions. But if you have your heart set on it, go for it by all means. Now it would be a crime if I do not speak about ADAS. All right, so this has ADAS level 1. What that means is the difference between ADAS level 1 and 2, okay, is essentially ADAS level 1 is camera based. Unlike ADAS level 2, which is camera plus radar based, this is only camera based. Now ideally, okay, this is all the ADAS that you need in India. Okay, in fact I have mentioned in other videos that in India adaptive cruise control does not work. Okay, in the sense, of course it works, the technology works, but it is not suited to our conditions. All right, imagine a scenario, you're driving and someone cuts you. The adaptive cruise control, it really breaks hard, wherein you might, because see, we know that that person will just go, we know that he is not braking. All right, but the moment it has something, it brakes quite aggressively, and you run the risk of getting rear-ended. Okay, so and it is quite unnerving, to be honest. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me. So this has the normal cruise control, there is no adaptive functionality, and it works like a charm. What ADAS gives you, okay, and like I said, this is all the ADAS that you need in India. It gives you, it has all those lane keep assist, lane departure warning. So it not only warns you, but it brings it does that steering correction as well. So yes, that is required. Okay. Secondly, it certainly has front collision avoidance, so it will warn you, and if you are not able to brake in time, it will brake on its own. Alright, of course we could not test it, and Kia did not have that facility like they had with the Seltos, wherein they had a dummy and we could actually test it properly. But then right now I guess we'll have to take Kia's word for it that it will automatically brake. And one more thing, okay, other than ADAS. So yeah, that was the long and short of ADAS. You get that lane departure warning, lane keep assist. Okay, see again, the difference, and this is where you need to pay attention whenever you're reading a brochure. When it says when it has the word assist, okay, when it says warning, that basically means that it will warn you. Okay, but when it says assist, that basically means that it will provide some kind of input. So in lane keep assist, it will provide that steering correction and frontal collision avoidance. So if you're not able to brake in time, it will brake for you. Now other than that, finally Kia has given disc brakes on all four wheels. Now I'll give you that information which you would not get in any other review. Now I have to give you a bit of a background for this. So last year when Kia launched the Seltos facelift, okay, they had categorically mentioned that they have worked on the suspension. Okay, they actually did mention it during the presentation. Yesterday in this one's presentation, they did not mention it. Okay, there was no mention whatsoever. However, let me tell it to you that they have worked on the suspension, they have worked on the damping. All right, you will notice it when you drive it for a longer duration. Okay, I've put almost 200 kilometers, okay, on the Odo, and I can tell you that there is a marked difference. In fact, the gentleman who is shooting this, Parijat, he had shot the Seltos video as well, okay, for your information, and he drives the previous Sonet, okay, with the same engine, albeit with the IMT gearbox. Even he was able to notice that difference. What that means for you is the ride quality has become better. However, the handling has not been compromised. So what's the verdict, you ask? See, this was always one of the best picks in the segment, and it has just become better. Okay, the interior is still amazing, all right, and the screen has become bigger, but you already, like I said, I would not get into those details because you already know those details. The crux is the interior is as nice as ever. All right, it still looks good and it still performs well, it still handles well, and the ride quality has become better. All right, now I just hope that Kia prices it properly. Okay, they should not be asking for big premium over the previous Sonet, and if they are able to do that, this would be a no-brainer for buyers looking for a vehicle in this segment.